Welcome back friend. So far we have built a container and made it move smoothly using delta time. But let's be honest, this blue square looks boring. Today we are going to replace this square with actual art, like a spaceship or a character. Now beginners usually try to do this in the lazy way. Let me show you how we can do it in the lazy way first. So here I have an image. Let me position it first. So now you can see we have an image on a screen. So so this is the lazy way of doing this. It seems to work, but did you see that the image flickered or popped in a split second after the game started? If you have a big game, that pop looks terrible. We want our game to be fully ready before we show it. To do that, we need to use the asset system. In Pixie, we use a modern tool called PIXI.Assets. But because downloading an image from the internet takes time, even if it's milliseconds, we need to tell our code to wait. We are going to wrap our setup code in an async function. Async just tells JavaScript, hey, some stuff in here might take a while, so be patient. So let's start. First of all, I'll be creating an async function. We don't need any params here. Let's call this function. Now, inside this function, we can load our images. I'm going to use the famous Pixie Bunny image. This image. First step is we need to load the texture. Once we have a texture, let's create our bunny. Let's add some anchor here. Some positioning. I'm going to align it in the center of the screen. Now let's add this in a stage. So now you can see that we have a bunny on a scale. Let me scale it up so that you can see it properly. Let's put some code so that you can recall what we did in our last video. Don't forget to use delta in your code. So now you can see that our bunny is rotating. Let's focus on this await part. This await keyword is the secret sauce. Without it, JavaScript would rush past this line before the image is downloaded and you get an empty sprite. By using await PIXI.Assets.load, we guarantee that texture exists in memory before we ever try to use it. This is how professional games show a loading bar. They are just waiting for all these await commands to finish. Now, loading one bunny is easy, but a real game has hundred of files, background, enemies, UI buttons, and sound effects. You could load them one by one, but that's like going to the grocery store to buy an apple, coming home, then going back to buy a milk, coming home, and then going back for eggs. It's slow and inefficient. In PixiJS, we use something called a bundle. Think of a bundle as a shopping list. You write down everything you need first. Handle the list to the Pixie, and Pixie goes and gets everything at once. Let me show you how to write that shopping list. Let's remove this texture. First of all, we'll add bundle. First parameter is the name of the bundle. Let's say it as level 1. Then we'll be loading some images. So let's say we are going to load our bunny image. I have some more assets in my assets folder, so I'll be using that too. One character and one box. See what we did here. We have added a bundle. Now it's time to load this bundle. To load the whole bundle, we have load bundle function. Here we'll write the name of our bundle, which is level 1. See what we did here. We created a bundle called a level 1. Inside, we gave every file a nickname like bunny, character, box. Then we used await PIXI.Assets.load bundle. Pixi downloads all three images in parallel, meaning at the same time, which makes your GOM load much faster. Now, to use them, we just look inside our assets variable. Like we need to load this bunny. So we write assets.bunny. See, the game is working fine. Now let's say we want more characters here or more images. So I'll be replacing this bunny. Now we have one box also. So I'll be loading that too. Let's give a 3 here. Five. Let me remove this scale. Mm. And just like that, we have three different sprites on screen, all loaded efficiently. If you are building a big game, always use bundles. We can also add our characters or images in a single line. Let me show you how. We just need to pass like this. So today we graduated from colored squares. To recap, don't use Sprite.from directly for large games. It causes flickering. Do use async await functions. Do use PIXI.Assets.load to ensure your art is ready before the game starts. Now that we have a real graphics, in the next video we are going to make these bunny and other characters interactive. We are going to learn how to click, tap and drag objects. See you then. Thank you.